My name is Schmidt Arenales, and this is my collaborator.
I'm Maia Chao. Okay.
My name is Schmidt Arenales, and this is my collaborator.
I'm Maia Chao. Hello.
And we are collaborating on a project at Rare. We applied together to this with an idea, which was originally an opera, like a fully realized live opera, right?
Yeah, at the dump.
Warehouse Opera. Take 4.
Come away, death.
The things you find are sort of various and never-ending. A lot of it is, as we said earlier, construction and demolition waste. So like what happens when you demolish a building? There's a lot of like extra material that contractors will buy and have to throw out after. It's sort of like a calculated aspect of their thing. But then also, it's like often when somebody dies or they move out and they don't have a chance to sort of pack up and sort of get their affairs in order, the stuff, all of their whole house will come in a truck to Rare. And it's sort of tragic but fascinating.
Fascinating,
right.
Yeah. We have this really interesting window of time and tight
Which is like
window of
minutes.
time. Minutes between 1-800-GOT-JUNK and junk luggers pulling in, and then we see it out the window of Billy's office, and we're like,
And we suit up, and we're like, okay, 1-800-GOT-JUNK, let's go. And we put on our vests and our hard hat and our mask, and we run outside, and we run to the pile and like
rummage
through it and try to grab whatever we can.
What I was struck by was how intense an experience, like kind of emotional an experience it is to watch all these like perfectly fine things, often like a table or a bed or just so much life and all this value and articulated identifiable items. Then just kind of you watch them get crushed and then incorporated into this pile. So there's this really like interesting collapse of like their value and their meaning that we get to see.
It's sort of like two moments. It comes out of the truck, and usually it's like relatively okay, unless it's something big and it just kind of like breaks. And then after one push into the dump, it's like that was a record, but I don't know what it says, or it's just like covered in the dust here is sort of ubiquitous. It's like this drywall dust that gets on everything, and so like once something's gone through once, it kind of becomes part of this just like stuff again.
Here's like, this is something we found in the dump, an employee handbook. So we pulled, it's kind of like we've worked with found text from the things we've pulled from the waste stream.
Due to a wide variety of social and economic forces, today's employees face an increasing amount of personal and family demands. Line.
In addition to is that what it says?
In addition to their responsibilities on the job.
So we found like management and employee kind of scripts and dialogues from like an office that got dumped here, and books, a lot of like self-help books. So then that led us to inviting a motivational speaker to come speak here. We also have a magician coming today, which is kind of like thinking about that moment of transformation, that this is kind of this place where objects turn, and it's recycling, so it's where objects kind of, hopefully get broken down and then turned into something else.
Couldn't get anything more organic than that.
We're working in different ways with this idea, like kind of thinking about translating that moment we were talking about how the stuff sort of loses its significance or its thingliness. In a scene with an actor, for example, it might be like, okay, how would you break this down or fall apart?
Definitely have not had an experience like this one.
Definitely have not had an experience like this one.
So I've worked a lot with institutions, art institutions, doctors' offices, like all different places that I'm interested in, but so much of the making of that artwork is building relationships and like gaining access. So it's really special to be able to come into this site where we have so much access.
Right.
And that's kind of been taken care of for
Right.
us, so we can dive into actually making
The
something.
stuff.
What's the difference between the living room that's getting dumped there and my living room?
Or the living room you see at the thrift store.
Yeah,
Right.
There's like a strange, surreal, uncanny, quality to it all. That's this weird, trippy experience of value
Yeah.
and the arbitrariness of value. Being at the dump every day and like being aware of where things go and buying things that I find here and going to shopping, going to store, like it's all things that in theory I knew, but the reality of coming here every day and seeing the constant stream of waste has definitely transformed like my relationship to consumerism.
Objects are made and then they kind of like are in limbo and they live with us for a little bit.
But
and
their
then-
lives are so
and
much
then they go
longer.
and then they go in the trash. There's like the intellectual understanding of the waste stream, or like that things must go somewhere after they leave our presence, but then there's something quite emotional about the volume of seeing the pile grow and shrink every day, and knowing that there's like big excavators like moving, it's just like all day long.
Okay, amazing.
Right, just take it in. Give yourself a week to just
be here.
be here, breathe through a mask. Grab some things, see how they make you feel.
Yeah.
Talk to Billy, figure out the flow. Don't rush it.